So basically, I did file my taxes, and I found out I'm going to be getting a return. However, it's not as big as I was hoping it to be. I was hoping for around $10,000, but instead I'm getting around $6,000. I was hoping to use that money to move from Los Angeles to Atlanta because they have a lower cost of living there.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Hell yeah.
And I am a single mom of a beautiful 2-year-old daughter, and unfortunately, the financial burden is 100% on my shoulders. So I really got to get to lower my overhead. In addition to that, a few weeks ago, I was let go from my job. So now I've just been doing odd jobs trying to like make ends meet. And now this money's going to come in, and I got to figure out what do I do with it. You know, do I save it? Do I use it to move? Or do I pay my bills? So that's what I really need your help with.
All right, very good question. Right now, you are getting a tax refund. You've got 5109 coming from a federal refund. You've got 900 coming from the state. So, yay, this is your breakthrough, okay? Right now, you're spending about $1,600 a month on rent.
Yes.
You are spending $19,200 a year on rent. If you transfer that to a mortgage payment, you're going to spend less money than that, and you're going to get a deduction on your tax return for interest and taxes. And so next year, when you file your tax return, you're going to see a significant increase in your tax refund as a result. What people don't understand is all those rules about your credit score has to be 9,000. Forget that out of the door. You're a first-time home buyer, and we have some good news. We've got you approved for a mortgage already. $150,000 is your pre-qualification amount, and there is your pre-approval certificate. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is so awesome.
You can buy a home now.
How does that sound?
That sounds so amazing. I mean,
Yes.
Well, you didn't know, you know.
No, and like, it's what I've been trying, because I have my daughter, and this baby, she just is so amazing, and she deserves a home, and that's what I've been working towards, you know, but I've not gotten close. So thank you.
You can do it. I'm so happy for you. So I've got even more great news for you, okay? So you're a homeowner. Here's what's going to happen. I want to get you pre-qualified for a 2-unit property for about $150,000. Your down payment is only $4,500. You're a first-time home buyer. I've got a ton of programs. Your mortgage payment is only going to be $1,123. This is principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Your monthly rental income off of the other unit, rent it out, and I always say maybe Section 8 or some way that you can get guaranteed rent every month. You're going to rent it out for $1,500 or more. So you've got a surplus of $376.25 every single month. Now, guess what? Your annual mortgage expense just went down to $13,000.
It used to be 19.
It used to be $19,000, right? But here's the other thing. Remember, she was paying $1,600 a month in rent? You don't pay that. So now that's $20,000. That's $19,000 back in your pocket, because your mortgage is now going to be paid by the other tenant. That's $19,000 back in your pocket.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you understand?
Yes.
This is why people have to learn the money game. I'd like to see you stay in this property for a couple of years, okay? You can move out of that property, rent both the units out, double your rent, and now buy a new home. You've got money in the bank saved, and the rent that you are now getting from the other 2 units will not only pay the rent for the other building, but also for your brand new home. Do you understand?
My goodness.
You better.
That's how you do it.
Hey, listen.
That's how you do it.
When we come back, Lynn is going to tell us why it's not too late to get more money back on your taxes, even if you've already received your refund. Uh-oh.
That's right.
The money game. Let me ask you something, Lynn. What's the #1 mistake that most people make when they get their refund check?
Well, we fall into the 3 categories. They say poor people buy nice things, a new purse, a new car, a new whatever, and those things typically decrease in value. Middle-class people pay off their bills, and then there's nothing left and no room to build wealth. And wealthy-minded people actually invest. And so that's what you're doing. You're changing your entire situation, and you're really setting yourself up for a great financial future to be able to do anything you want to do in this lifetime. So I'm really excited about that for you.
I mean, that's really, really good. And this is a single mom. It's doable, folks.
Yep.
Now, Lynn, you've got some general tips for everybody on how they can maximize their refund.
Okay, so the first tip is to put some money into your 401k, especially if your company is going to match your money. So pay into a 401k. Number 2, start a business. Start a business that can operate like a cash cow. Start a business that can get you to the next level. Start a business, turn a hobby into a business, but figure out how to turn that money into cash.
Because why?
Because when you start a business, then you get to write off everything. There are 460-something tax deductions, and most people only know about 8. So if you start a business, you're going to increase your cash flow immediately. Now, I'm not saying start a business like some, rocket science. Start a business that can turn into cash quickly so you can increase your cash flow now and later when you get your tax refund next year.
Babysitting, lawn care, auto detail. If you give advice to all your friends, you're a consultant.
Absolutely.
You have the, such and such consulting firm. Every time somebody asks you for an advice, come on over, have a seat in this chair right here.
Yeah, absolutely. It leads me right to the third tip. And the third tip is to learn a trade. 20-something years ago, my husband and I first got married. He got his CDL. He took the tax refund money, got his driving certificate, and doubled our income in the household. So pay into a 401k, start a business, learn a trade that will increase your income, and get yourself to the next level financially. This is amazing. Yeah. I'm so happy for you.
I'm so happy. Thank you.
And let me give you this piece of advice. The trade that you learn, just tie it to your gift. Mm-hmm. If you teach people how to play, if you can teach people how to play a piano, that's a business. That's a gift of yours. If you can do voice lessons, just take people in if you sing, do voice lessons. If you do hair, that's a gift. If you do eyebrows, if you cut grass, if you fix cars, all of this is a business you can start and start getting all of these deductions, and you'll be amazed how much more money comes to your side. Rich people do this that's all they do is start companies. It's everything, man. There are ways, folks. I want to say thanks to Lynn and congratulations and thanks to Crystal. You about to start balling.